Father. What's up? Subscribe. Ooh, I got bad breath. It's one of the things about these masks. If you got bad breath, holy taco. I didn't even need a taco. But anyway, yeah, subscribe. Do everything. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified. Does it make a bell noise when it sends you a notification? I don't know. I've said this before a few times. I have not notified, belled anybody. Doesn't mean I don't watch your videos. If I'm subscribed to you, I check out my subscriber feed every day and I watch people's videos. Oh, my Lanta, this breath. Whew. It's a good thing I don't have a girlfriend, because she'd be like, Eric, your breath smell. I think some of you might have got that reference. I feel sorry for people that don't. But yo, did you see Easy Erlin in the parking lot? You know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, but leave a comment or a thumbs up. Do all that stuff. Sub, bell, comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you like the new look. I think it looks amazing. And I'm not just talking about the wall. I'm talking about this. This is hot stuff right now. This is all the rage. Hood, glasses, mask. Boom. Straight up legit. Off the hook. Off the chains. Stuff like that, you know, just dropping the vernacular like a 49-year-old. I'm still 49. I didn't know that this video was going to be made today because I literally just got done making an extremely short video. So for the people that like my longer videos, I apologize for the one that I just put out. It was really short. Like, we just got into the boxes right away. Not a lot of talk. This one's going to be probably along the same lines. But anyway, so I just got done making that video. Went outside to chill. The UPS truck pulled off over here. Over there. No, over there. And I was like, huh, I wonder if they're coming to me. And he got out of the truck and went to the neighbor's house, then went across the street to the other neighbor, and I was like, dang it. And then he pulled up and drove like 40 feet. Literally drove about 40 feet and parked and came up to my porch. And he's like, are you Ross? I was like, yes, I am. He's like, you got a box? I don't know what happened because I do have the UPS My Choice or something like that, similar to the informed delivery. And I usually get a email the day before something's going to arrive from UPS, and then the day that it's arriving, I get another email that lets me stalk the truck through my neighborhood as it gets closer to my house. I have gone and met the truck because it's on a little, there's like a tracking device that follows the truck and it shows me where the truck is in Yakima. And I actually went to where the truck was one time and like, I got boxes on your truck, let's go. But that didn't happen. So I thought that this was going to arrive tomorrow, but nope, it got here today. What else is happening? Thanks to a good friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, I did get the $350 Pop King Paul mystery box that just dropped. That's not going to get here for a couple weeks. In fact, the $45, well, it's 40 plus shipping, the out of box mystery boxes that dropped at the beginning of June. Like, It was like June 6th or June 13th. I don't know. As far as I know, those have not even shipped yet. They were supposed to start shipping last week. He put out a post on Instagram a couple days ago that some of them had been shipped out and the rest of them would be shipping out all through this week. It's already Wednesday. Like, apparently there were over 400 of those mystery boxes. I'd like to know where on the earth he found 800 to 1,000 out of box Funko Pops. That just seems crazy that somebody would have that many Funkos without the boxes. And so many grails. It's crazy. I'm hoping to get the metallic Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz. That would be freaking amazing. So amazing. But yeah, the $350 box from Popkin Paul, that's cool. Watch one of my videos from the other day. I go through a list. I wrote down every single pop that he had in his pictures. I'm really hoping to get the Emerald City Comic Con Green Goblin glow in the dark. That one's sweet. But there's a whole bunch of other ones. There's an animal from the Muppets. I would like to get those. Those would be the only two that I would keep the animal indefinitely. The Green Goblin, I would just like to look at it for a while before I sold it. And then, yeah. Go watch that video. I go through the list. Don't need to do that because I got more important things to do today with my preamble. And we're about to lose the mask because this mask is apparently designed for somebody with a small head, because even after like 5 minutes, it's already hurting my ears. So let's reveal the old man. Boom. Oh. This one is very hot. Like, I have to wear a mask at work now, and I don't know. That thing is hot. Not a lot of air escapes that one. Plus now I don't have to smell my breath. Monday night, I had a really, really good time on the Night Owl sessions with Brandy and Fox and Pop Duo. I think that was his name. I don't know, but super nice guy. Fox crafted some candles. They sang happy birthday to me. All the people that were in the chat that sent me birthday wishes, I love you guys. Love this community. I love our weird little dysfunctional family. Speaking of that, one of my brothers, Eric, he made the new intro logo for me. If you are familiar with him at all, Two Boys and Their Pop, he creates amazing little intro videos for all his things and other people's stuff. And I was like, dude, can I send you my logo and have you make a cool intro video for me? Because my editing software is pretty basic. Not a lot of stuff. I can, like, you've seen my intro where it's basically just the logo and the music and like the little effects go around the logo. It's not that cool. Kind of wanted a thing where my logo like moves around and there's stuff going on. So anyway, he threw it together for me. He sent me like 3 different ones, but this one was the coolest, I thought. In my last video, we did a little looking back to Ross at 17. Showed you guys a picture from my yearbook of what I looked like when I was 17 years old. That kid, I'd like to smack him. I'd like to reach back in time and be like, don't do these things. I don't think I've ever talked about my past that much, but my whole 20s and 30s were pretty much Lost from Chemical Dependency. That's all I'm going to say for now. Maybe we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I wasted about 20 years of my life because of an addiction. Happy that that's done. I have not done any chemical dependency things now for about 13 years, 14 years. So, man, that was just a dark, dark, dark time of my life. But this is a bright time of my life. Like, you know, I'm turning 50 tomorrow, which is crazy. Like, that's old. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at in life right now. Of course, it could be better. I could have a better job. I could own a home. I could have had a family. But I'm relatively healthy. I got a lot of good friends. I have a hobby that I enjoy tremendously. I got all these cool little figures that represent memories. That's why I love Funko Pops, because I look at any one of these, I'm like, you know, I used to love those cartoons. I love Batman. I love the movies. Now I'm getting into the comic books, which is awesome. But speaking of comic books, Tom's Pops, I think you might have a few left. Definitely, if you want an entry-level comic book mystery box, this is the one to get. It's $25 plus $10 shipping. You're going to get $50 worth of books. Easy. There's 16 boxes total. You have a chance of getting a $180 slab. There's a $50 book that's signed. You get an automatic entry into a giveaway for another slabbed book that's worth 150 bucks. I don't know. It's just fun. I like comic books. They're pieces of art. Like, look at that. This is actually a giveaway win that I won from Tom. Look at that purple dude. He's awesome. And that Amazon chick whose hair is magically blowing. Because look at Batman's cape. If the wind was that strong, his cape should be flying that way. Because her hair is like whoosh. It's math, it's science. But, alright. Yes, this is going to be another long video. I lied about the other one being short. Before we get into today's lesson, let's go ahead and delve back into 1987 Life of Ross. We'll go ahead, in case you didn't watch the last video and just happen to click on this one, we'll go ahead and show you. Yeah, my last name's already out there, but boom. 17-year-old Ross. Look at that kid. I'm gonna focus. Oh man. We showed some 80s hair in the last one. Like 1980s hair was spectacular. Like just looking at all these, like, check out Brenda. Look at that hair. Boom. 80s hair. Let's find a good, look at this. The dude. Look at Fred. Look at that mullet. Business in the front, party in the back. Oh man, I tell you, good times. So, in the last one, I said that I was going to read some of the salutations that people put in here, because if you just reading these, you get a grasp of the vernacular back then. But we'll start with this one. Ross, I would write something rude since you do every year in mine, but maybe I'll be nice. I haven't even talked to you hardly all year. I keep remembering Craig and Becky trying to get their little brother and sister together, and seeing your little white face in that play you were in. And yes, I do have a picture of that. I was actually in a play of The Wizard of Oz, and I was the doorbell. It was actually a role. I was the doorbell. Thanks for that little get together at your beach house. Fun night, huh? It wasn't very fun. I crashed my car. Okay. I hardly think you'll ever forget it, but you owe me $10, bud. Yeah, I had to. Everybody had to contribute money to pay for the tow truck that pulled my car out of a ravine. I should have died that night, but I didn't. Well, hey, take it easy and try to keep your hands off, like my boob, which you're trying to touch right now. She wrote that. And I remember I was sitting next to her when she was filling this out, and I used to try to cop feels. But yeah, try to keep your hands off, like my boob, which you're doing right now. Love, Carrie. I loved high school. All right, so in the last video, we basically started laying down the foundation of math. We got some key words, numerical expressions, which are the way to express multiplication, addition, subtraction. We talked about variables, which are letters that represent numbers. You replace the numbers with letters and it becomes an algebraic expression. Boom, that is the foundation of algebra. So the next thing is, we're going to skip the set thing. Okay. Sets are important. Sets are groups of numbers. There's different ways to represent them. There's the numbers or letters in a set are called the elements, or the numbers of the set. If there's a set that has nothing in it, I don't know why this is important, but it's in here. It's called null, or an empty set, and it is written with the zero with the line through it. But yeah, sets have like brackets, whatnot. It's not that important. What is important is the definition of real numbers. This is a concept that has always been like, duh, but the foundation is important. You gotta know this stuff. The following terminology is commonly used to classify different types of numbers. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, ... Natural numbers, counting numbers, positive integers. Okay? That's pretty much straightforward, like common knowledge, basic. 0. Okay, so remember that first one does not include 0. Those are positive integers. The set of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 are called whole numbers. Non-negative integers. 0 is not a negative. It's just a quantity of nothing. Then you have negative 3, 2, 1. Guess what those are called? Negative integers. Good job. Good job, class. Then you have the set of numbers minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and 0. Non-positive integers. All the whole numbers. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 79, 69. Those are integers. They're just integers. A rational number is a number that is very calm, cool, and collected. It doesn't get flustered very easily. It sees the logic of the situation without over. No, I'm just kidding. A rational number is defined as any number that can be expressed in the form A over B, where A and B are integers, numbers, remember? But B cannot be 0. You can't divide a number by 0. That's just the law of math. If you tried to do that, I'm not kidding. All right, the following are examples of rational numbers. 2/3 can also be written 2 divided by 3, 2 over 3, 2 \3, minus 3/4, minus 3 over 4. 6 is a rational number because it can be expressed 6 divided by 1. -4 is a rational number because it can be expressed -4 divided by 1 or 4 divided by -1. So any rational number has to be expressed in the form of a fraction type thing. Boom over boom, like boom divided by boom. Okay? 0 is a rational number because it can be expressed 0 divided by 1 or 0 divided by 2, etc. 0.3 is a rational number because that's a fraction and it could be expressed by 3 divided by 10. All right? 6.5 is a rational number because it can be expressed as 13 divided by 2. This is good stuff right here. A rational number can also be defined in terms of a decimal representation. Before doing so, let's review the different possibilities for decimal representations. Decimals can be classified as terminating, which means it ends. It's a set number that has a value. There's a repeating decimal or a non-repeating decimal. Okay? Super easy. Terminating decimal, 0.3, 0.69, 0.72. Boom. They terminate. But there are certain decimals that repeat a pattern. Like 1/3. 1 divided by 3 ends up being 0.333333333 forever. The 3 goes on around the world through the entire life of this planet and then beyond. It just keeps going. 1 divided by 3 is 0.33 forever. Non-repeating decimals are numbers like pi. The value of pi is 3.14. What is it? 3.141592653589979. Dot 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 dot. Doesn't repeat the numbers. There's no pattern. It's just different numbers throughout the extent of life. Forever. A repeating decimal has a block of digits that repeat indefinitely. The repeating block of digits may be any size and may or may not begin immediately after the decimal point. A small horizontal bar is commonly used to indicate the repeating block. Thus, 0.333 can simply be represented as 0.3 with a bar over the top of it. That just means that that 3 goes on forever. If there's a repeating decimal that's 2 digits, you would put the bar over both of them. So if it was like 0.09761414141414, you just put the bar over the 14, the first one. So that's cool. Okay, so now this is actually we'll go ahead and get into this lesson next. The next lesson is going to be irrational numbers. They are numbers that freak out, overreact, like an irrational number sees a spider across the room and screams and freaks out and like runs and jumps up on the table. And it's like, dude, you're being totally irrational. Freaking irrational numbers. That'll be in the next lesson. I think that was enough for today. The next video, we are going to have you guys report in with your homework. I'd like to assign the task of you guys to put in some comments what your favorite rational numbers are. Type in a super basic algebraic expression. Tell me how awesome I am for taking the time out of my day to teach you guys fundamental math, because it's very important. I talked about this in my last video. If school doesn't open again, there's a lot of parents out there that are going to be responsible to teach their kids math or to help them with their math. So I'm doing this for you and your children. You're welcome. Go watch my last video. I opened up a couple boxes. I got a really cool pop that was way less value than the cost of the mystery box, but I'm still happy about it because it's a Batman. It's a Batman pop. I got a gift from Barry and Ashley at Unlock.com, which was sweet. It's right here. Go watch the video to see what it is. I talked about the custom pop that I'm working on for Brandy's auction. A little benefit thing that's going to happen at the end of this month. But this is my work in progress. It's got a long way to go. This is All Might. I have not fine-tuned the hair yet, but can't really see in this light, but that his hair is actually purple, and then his little horn type things are black. I just used his eyebrows to clean off the rest of the paint on my paintbrush, but those are not going to be black. Those are probably going to be gold. His eyes are going to be red or orange. I don't know yet. Yeah, I'm going to be working on this for the next few weeks. Mostly on my days off, but hopefully the next time I show this to you, it's going to look way different. Look at that little Funko butt. Yeah. This is going to be so cool looking when I'm done. That's just me. I'm weird. Okay, so finally, we're going to get into the box. 29 minutes in. Yes. It's a big box. Thank you. You're welcome. This is 6 and 6 collectible Amanda. She had a mystery box. It took a little while to... Oh, look. This was the Funko for Bob Ross. There's my name. That's serendipity. I bought 2 of them. They're $35 each. There's some pretty big hits. There's a lot of misses. I got number 7 and 27, I think. Those are my numbers. And if you think about it, tomorrow is my birthday, which is July 2nd, 7-2. So that's kind of where I got those numbers from. But so I'm pretty sure both these boxes are put in this one big box. So yes, it's safe to open them up. All right. Anything else in here? We do have a big box, which Because, you know, I got to keep those big boxes because it's inevitable that one day I'm going to move. And holy crap. I have like 300 Funkos that I'm going to need to package up securely and move. So I saved all my big boxes, all the paper, all the bubble wrap. There's a pile of them in the basement of this house. Like you should see behind this wall, there's an opening, but behind that little wall right there, I have so many cardboard boxes. Most of them are broken down, but all right. So there's number 7. What is that? It sounds like candy. And 27, I guess. Oh, okay, there it is. 27. All right, so let's go ahead and open up these boxes. Cross off Amanda's address so that you guys don't send her anything weird. No used underwear or anything like that. Alright, so I've got number 27 first, and then I ended up picking up 7 last. 7 is pretty, actually, let's go weigh these. So, okay, so we're going to open up 7 last. It's got some type of thing in there. I don't know. This thing weighs like 1 pound, 4 ounces. This weighs just tiny little bit over a pound. Again, there's little rattlers in here. She did post a pic of the wall of the boxes. So there are some big boxes. I decided to go with the smaller size boxes. I don't know why. I just did. I thought maybe there would be a better chance of getting one of the top hits if it was a box that didn't have a bunch of pops in it. We could have the Glow Chase Gremlin in here, which would be hilarious and awesome because she got that from me by winning a waffle. So, how weird would it be, actually, if in one of these boxes was that pop that I got it out of a Pop King Paul mystery box. So it came from Texas. So that's where Pop King Paul lives. Came up to Yakima, hung out here for a little bit, went back to Texas because that's where Amanda lives, and then it might have just come back here again. I don't know. There is a chance that it is. There's a 1 in 40 chance. I think there are 40 boxes that she had. I could do a mystery box battle, but it's too late now. There's the 6 and 6 Collectibles sticker. Rainbow, little holographic, sweet, nice. And in this, let's see what that rattly thing was. All right, so there's some little doodads. Oh, I got candy. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I just pulled this off the side. Yay! I got 2 of them now. Hey, what's up? Hey, not much. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just hanging out. Oh, you want a hamburger? No, I'm full. I told you guys I'm weird. So we have 2 Bob Big Boy mystery mini things now. So those will be going into a box for somebody. I actually have several mini figures, keychains, and stuff. That'll be going to the collectibles swap thing. Whether they say they like them or not, those are just going in the box. Those are just add-ins. They're cool. Like, they're valued at like $6. But I got some candy, which is awesome. I love Starburst. I've been on kind of a crazy little ice cream splurge recently. Like, I don't eat candy or sweets very often. Like, I have to be in the mood. But for some reason, I've just been so enjoying ice cream at the end of my day. I bought a pint today of Snickers ice cream, so I'm looking forward to that. I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch ice cream yesterday. It wasn't that good. It wasn't bad, but it was just like, like the cereal a lot more. But we got candy. We got this. Wake up. Oh, there's another little small thing in here. Well, she's just hooking me up left and right with repeat items. But it's cool that we got a Batman thing. So I now have 2 Batman keychain, the gamer things. I have one that's glow in the dark. So I actually now have 3 Batman gamer keychains. Alright. Yep, there's more little stuff in here. The Joker gamer keychain. Hold on. Yep, I have that one too. So we're 3 for 3 with duplicates out of this box. Oh, it's hilarious. And obviously, because they're things that I have, that means that I like them. So that's cool, but they're already things that I have. So I hope somebody else likes them, because I don't need 2. I don't need duplicates. But it's pretty funny. Alright, so now there's a pop in here. And I'm guessing with all those little extra things that this is not one of the big hits. But, I mean, as far as value goes, you look at those. The big boy thing, I think that's worth like $4 or $5. The Pez dispenser is worth $5 or $6. The keychain is worth $5 or $6. So, those are hard to sell. People don't really buy them. But as far as value goes, you could say that we got about $15 worth of value there so far. So, if this pop is worth $20, we hit our value. If it's not, we just help somebody. That's awesome. She did put post-it notes on the boxes of the value, which I'm not a fan of, because I like to be able to look them up myself. But this is awesome. The post-it note said $8, but I love Bob Ross. Like, there was a crazy thing that happened on Twitch a couple years ago where somebody was streaming all the episodes of, it was a marathon of Bob Ross, and all these kids were introduced to the magic, the splendor, the wonder of Bob Ross for a while. It was just like people were just hanging out there all the time, commenting. And Twitch is primarily for younger people. I mean, it's the platform where people get to watch people play video games and stuff. I mean, it's branched out into other things like Stop Cop Pop Shop. He does streams on Twitch, but for the majority, it's professional or amateur video game players that share their screen of themselves playing their video game, and there's a lot of money involved in that. But yeah, somebody created a stream of The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross, and it was extremely popular. Like, it was getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views. But I've wanted to get the Bob Ross pops because, hello, my name is Ross, and I like the show, and this is a really cool pop. I like the artwork on the picture that he's holding. It's actually pretty amazing. And then you got a little raccoon in there, which, okay. Let's see if this is actually worth $8. I thought they were worth more, but I mean, it might only be worth $8. Yep, it's $8, but we'll go ahead and add that to the collection. So with the three things, I mean, monetarily, $15, $23, $35 box. So this was a miss, but that's okay. This was done strictly to support a member of the community. I got a pop that I'm keeping, and I got some items to add to my collectible trade thing. And we still have the heavy box to go. This thing is heavy. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay. So that was box number 27. Now we have this 1 pound 4 ounce box numero 7, which is heavy. And it sounds like there's more candy in here of a shaking variety. Like that shakes. But this sounds like could be Nerds. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. I don't know. Let's just get in here. Let's get in this box. Calm down. Alright, let's put it here. See what we got. Some bubble wrap. Well, it's not Nerds, but we got more Starburst, which is sweet. We got some Sour Patch Kids, which I love. Oh. Guys, you know, for an old guy, I think I'm pretty sharp because I told you it sounded like Nerds. You can't script that stuff. I mean, that was magic. All right, so we got another sticker. This is in a sorter. Oh, holy cow. We got the jackpot, people. We got more Skittles. Like, I'm freaking out. It's got to be one of the big boxes because the last one had like Skittles and Starburst. This thing had Nerds, Skittles, Starburst, 2 things of Sour Patch, some freaking gummy bears. I haven't had gummy bears forever. Ooh, that reminds me. I love those Swedish fish, those red fish. Those things are awesome. I'm going to be getting my candy fix on today, that's for sure. 3 Sour Patch Kids. I think we might have got a good box here. I need to take a drink of beer before we open this up. Oh, I just realized why I thought my camera was weird. It's because I don't have my screen all the way on me. There we go. I should have shaved today. I didn't. You guys want some more math lessons? I think we need to do a little bit more math before we open up this and see what we got. So, we were talking about rational numbers, which are any number that could be x over y, where y is not 0. Right? Remember that? The next one is irrational numbers. They are the ones that freak out, overreact. They're not rational. They're like, it's like if you get a flat tire and the person just goes crazy and starts screaming and crying and saying that it happened because of the fact that you stepped on a fly when you were 14 years old. Totally irrational. But an irrational number is defined to be a number that cannot be expressed in a over b form, where a and b are integers. Remember what integers are? They're any number. And b is not 0. Okay, so let's make sure that we are integers are whole numbers. They're real numbers. Negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers. Okay? So the rational number is defined as a number that cannot be expressed in a over b, where a and b are integers and b is not 0. Furthermore, an irrational number is also a number that overreacts in certain situations. Just kidding. It has a non-repeating, an irrational number has a non-repeating decimal representation. Following are some examples of irrational numbers and a partial decimal representation for each. The square root of 2 is irrational, which equals 1.414213562373095 ... It's a non-repeating decimal. The square root of 3 is an irrational number. Pi, the pi symbol, the number that represents, that goes along with that symbol, is irrational. Like pi is crazy. Pi is all like, oh my gosh, there's a spider. It's the end of the world. We're all gonna die. Yeah. Grow up, pi. The entire set of real numbers is composed of the rational numbers along with the irrationals. So the whole real number family, it's like a normal family. There's rationals and irrationals. There's people that are calm, cool, collected. There's people that freak out. That cannot be represented as a divided by b, where b is not 0. That's just how it works. Then there's a tree diagram, which starts off with real numbers, and then there's the branches of real rational and real irrational, and then the rational numbers has integers and non-integers. I just confused myself. Because irrational numbers are integers also. I don't know. Any real number can be traced down through the tree. For example, 7 is real. Oh, I like that it's 7 that they picked, because that's what this box number is. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that is serendipity. Kismet. Or is it pronounced kismet? 7 is a real, rational, an integer, and positive. It is positive. Minus 2/3, or minus 2 divided by 3, is real, rational, a non-integer, and negative. Why is it a non-integer? I didn't see that word. Maybe the non-integer is actually non-positive. They just, because you have non-positive integers, so I think that it means non-positive integer. So non-integer and negative. The square root of 7 is real. We're going to get into stuff pretty soon that you're going to be like, what on earth? Because there are imaginary numbers. There's not real numbers out there, which I still have a hard time grasping. But the square root of 7 is real, irrational, and positive. 0.59 is real, rational, a non-integer. Okay. Oh, so integers are whole numbers. 7, 6, 8, 927. Those are integers. Non-integer are decimals. Okay. Sorry about that. I just kind of spaced that off. The concept of subset is convenient to use at this time, apparently. A set of A is a subset of another set B if and only if every element of A is also an element of B. For example, if A equals the numbers 1 and 2, and B equals the numbers 1, 2, 3, then A is a subset of B, because A contains 2 of the numbers in B. And this could be written A, horseshoe thing with a line under it, B, and is read, A is a subset of B. The slash mark can also be used here to denote negation. If, for example, just, throwing this out there, say, for example, A equals 1, 2, 4, and 6. Those are good numbers. They're all integers. They're all real. They're all positive. And B equals 2, 3, 7. So both those sets share the number 2. We can say, wait. Okay, well, A is not a complete subset because it doesn't have all of them. But anyway, you can say A is not a subset of B by writing A, horseshoe, line, slash. Get that out of here. The following statement can be made using the subset vocabulary and symbolisms. The set of whole numbers is the set. Okay, this is important. Pay attention. The set of whole numbers is the subset of the set of integers. All right? So the whole numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the positives, are a subset of integers, which are all the whole numbers. I mean, all the integers that are negative and positive. The set of integers is a subset of the set of rational numbers. Does that make sense? The set of rational numbers is a subset of real numbers. Mind blown. Like, I forgot about a lot of this stuff too. So I'm happy that I'm going back and relearning this stuff. It's important when you get to be older that you exercise your brain. Math is a good brain exerciser. I'm actually going to start doing homework on this. Like, why not? I know, guys, I'm weird. Bob Ross with a raccoon. There's the Deadpool Bob Ross, which is cool. Box is in great condition, too. So, I'm happy to have this for my collection. Gotta find a place for it. Oh, hello. Right there on the wall. Boom. Bob Ross with a raccoon. And then we have Box number 7. Which has to be one of the big hits. Like, there's so much candy. Twizzler Twist. What is going on? Okay, first off, I call... Oh, these are awesome too. Okay, first off, I call the nerd thing. I identified the fact by sound that they're nerds. And then I mentioned Swedish Fish. Well, guess frickin' what was in here? Let's see what we got. Well, it's not a Grail. Man, I thought I got one of the big ones. I mean, we did get one of the little sweets. These were extremely popular for a while. Not sure why you would put it in a sorter. But I did get a sorter. Like, dang it. I thought I got one of the big hits. We did not get one of the big hits. So, at the end of things, we got our value back for one box. But, like I said, this is to help somebody out in the community. Boom. We lost. That happens. That's how Funko mystery boxes work. No big hit. So, this is for sale. If anybody wants it, hit me up. I like Dr. Pepper. Alright, so, short little video. Thanks for hanging out. We will talk to you later. Peace.